AOD, what is good? Today it's going to be a video for the directions to your short constructed response here. Let me change this very quickly. Module 3, as you will find out on Wednesday, I had to change the names of the modules, but that's not very important right now. So, we are week 3 in module 3. This is going to be our third SCR. Some of y'all are really crushing it. So shout out to those of you who know you are, who I've talked to, who I've given feedback to, and who have asked for help, who have followed directions. You know who you are, so props to you. If you have not done that, then gotta start picking this up, guys. So for our third response, we are going to finish up with our short story, Amigo Brothers. Now, the idea that I wanted to talk about today was theme. So the theme is defined as a message or an idea that comes out of a piece of literature or a work of art. What is a theme? What is the main idea that is happening here? What do we see going on in the story? What I want you to do is step 1, click this link to watch a video. This video is going to take you to a nice explanation of theme. It's going to give you a lot of background. I suggest watching it because I'm not going to go into it deep here. I suggest watching it so you have more of a background for what theme is. Some of you, I'm sure you all know what theme already is. If not, that's all good. This is a quick refresher or it's a quick little lesson. Message me if you have any other questions about theme and you need some more clarity. But this should be a good link to give you a nice, detailed, thorough, right? Very detailed experience with theme. Step 2, I want you to define it in your own words. You watch the video, think about what I gave my quick definition up here. In your own words, you write it out. How would you define theme to somebody? Someone's like, yo, Jose Hernandez, how would you explain theme? What would you say to them, Jose? Lila, what would you say? Wendy, what would you say? Corelli, Sebastian, Hussein, Daniel, Alyo, what would you say? That's what you write here. Now, the theme that we're going to focus on is going to be friendship. So, this gives a quick kind of background for why friendship is a theme in this story. Read that, understand that. This is going to be our prompt right here. So, how is the theme of friendship portrayed in this short story, Amigo Brothers? Find 2 ways that we see this theme in the story. So this is going to be a prompt. This is what we are going to be answering right here, okay? How is the theme of friendship portrayed in this story? We got to find 2 ways. 2 ways it is. So you're going to need this story up again. So you're going to need common lit up and you're going to need that open so you can read it. Also, if you look in the slides, or if you go back to the slides throughout the week, you will see that I have my links, or if you go to my YouTube page or whatever, you can find those links to read along if you need that. This is important here. This is what I need all of y'all to be focusing on. This is the criteria for success. Now, I give you these for a lot of the assignments that we do, particularly for our SCRs, because there's a lot of things that you have to do to write a strong SCR, as you all are aware of. Some of you are knocking all this out. Some of you are checking off all these boxes. Some of you aren't. If you are not, you have to reference this. Even if you are, you still got to reference this. Do you have the correct punctuation? Do you have capitalized sentences? Are names capitalized? Do you have periods? Do you have commas? Do you have quotation marks? Is your spelling correct? If you see red squiggly lines, make the correction. If you see a blue squiggly line, something is wrong. Those are grammar errors. You got to make those corrections. They're telling you what to do. It's very simple to change. We got to get in the practice of making that something that we always do. As always, I've got your sentences mapped out for you. There's 7 sentences here. Sentence 1 is going to be before sentence 2. Sentence 2 is going to be before sentence 3. This is the order that you go in. Please stay in this order. So if I'm writing my first sentence, I'm looking at, okay, sentence 1. What is that going to be? If you look here, my exemplar. This is my first sentence. Now I have in bold here the sentence starter. Let's see if it matches. Amigo Brothers is a short story about Okay, I gotta include my main characters' names who have to. Now, I don't know what that means, so I'm going to say discuss characters and what they are going to do. So look, for sentence one, it's kind of like the question that we're answering. Introduce the story to the reader. This isn't even a question, this is just a fact. Introduce the story to the reader. But what this means is discuss characters and what they're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to answer that in my first sentence. Here's my sentence then. Amigo Brothers is a short story about two friends, Antonio and Felix, entered their main characters' names, who have to fight each other in a boxing match. So that's what the story is about, right? That's what the story is about. They got to fight each other in a boxing match. First sentence done. Go to sentence two because that follows sentence one. Introduce the theme of friendship. Okay, here's my sentence starter. While there are multiple themes that can be found in the story, the most important theme, let's see if that matches. While there are multiple themes found in the story, the most important theme is that of friendship. Yes, that is the theme that we are focusing on. I'm not asking you to find a new theme. Friendship is the one that we are going to be talking about. Okay, sentence three now. Follow sentence two, staying in order as always. What is one way we see the theme of friendship portrayed in the story? Okay, now I got to think back to the story. I have my story open. I'm referencing it, saying, okay, how do we see their friendship being very strong, right? So I'm going to go to my sentence three, follow sentence two. We first see the theme of friendship portrayed in the story when we see Felix and Antonio struggling to deal with the reality that they actually have to fight each other, even though they are best friends. They're great friends. We see that they are struggling to deal with this. They're like, I mean, look, I'm not going to, I want to win, and so do you. And they're being very open about it. So their friendship is kind of guiding this whole conversation about what this means for their relationship. It's a big deal to them. That's why friendship is a huge theme in this entire story. So I've got my third sentence starter in there. I'm in order, 1, 2, and 3. Introduce the evidence to support your thinking. In the text, it states, now I'm not going to give you a quote. You guys got to find your own quote. But I'm giving you kind of the areas where you can look for those quotes. This first one is in the beginning of the story. If you go to my next sentence, another way we see the theme of friendship portrayed in the story is when Felix and Antonio walk out of the ring together, arm in arm, with neither one of them caring who won or lost. After the fight's over, they're just like, I don't care. This is my best friend. It was a great fight. We whooped each other. But now I don't care who wins. This fight is bigger. I'm sorry. Our friendship is bigger than this one fight. So we have a beginning portrayal of friendship, and then we have a portrayal of the friendship at the end. I didn't give you a quote, but if you look at the beginning and the end, you'll be able to find those quotes. So I'm giving you kind of a hint on where to find them, but I'm not giving you a quote specifically. All right. Now this last one here. How would you end this short constructed response? So summarize what you just wrote about and emphasize why friendship is the main theme. Create your own sentence starter. I got mine right here. I got 2 sentences. Okay. While there are many times in the story when competition and jealousy could have ruined Felix and Antonio's relationship, the strength of their friendship did not let it happen. This shows us that the most important theme in the story is friendship. Okay, I got 8 sentences here. I followed my structure. I stayed true to my sentence starters. I let those sentence starters guide every single one of my sentences. And then I just stayed in order. I followed sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3. I followed it all the way down. I used context clues. I use academic language. If I go to my criteria for success, I've got 2 ways that they show how friendship is portrayed. I created my own sentence starters when I was asked to. My sentences are in order, and I used every single sentence starter that was given to me at the start of all my sentences. I don't have any errors. I don't have any red squiggly lines. I don't have any blue squiggly lines. I've got my periods in there. I've got my quotes. Everything is capitalized. I hit every single one of my criteria for success. That's how I know I have a strong SCR. You all should be doing the same exact thing. Holler at me if you have any questions. Let me know if this video is helpful or if I could explain a little more. Enjoy.